All right, everybody, so here's my quick tutorial on how it's going to work technically for the breakout sessions. Apologies that I messed up my schedule and I can't be there for tonight's session. So essentially what will happen is each person is going to have their own Lovetry Institute Zoom account that will be set up. And then once you are have your account, we're going to have a separate link for the day's main sessions, and then people will just be sent their individual links for the breakouts specifically. So rather than setting up into the breakout groups from within Zoom, we're just going to send separate links altogether, so it's a little bit more streamlined and less confusing, and then there's less likely to have things go wrong. So when your people try to join Zoom, what will happen, so right now you're going to have to see at the bottom this participants button. You're going to have to click on that because that's how you're going to have to manage your waiting room. So right now I'm going to click on a link from my other computer. Give me 1 second. I had this queued up and then it went away. So when I click on this link, you're going to see that something's going to pop up in the corner that's going to say that there's someone in the waiting room. This is how we maintain the security to make sure that nobody's getting in who can't get in. And then you can click admit. When that person is in the waiting room, what you will see on their computer is something that looks kind of like this. Oh, the lighting. So it says, please wait, the meeting will start soon. And then you're going to admit the person in the corner here. If you want to not have a waiting room, once you're in your room set up, you can go down to this bottom corner and click there, and you can disable the waiting room. That will let everybody in. I would keep, for the breakout sessions, I would leave this selected that says allow participants to unmute themselves. For the breakout sessions, that'll be helpful because it will keep the speed of things going along. However, during the main institute, no one will be able to unmute themselves because that would just be too much chaos. So you're going to admit the other person, and I'm just going to quickly move this computer into the other room so we don't get crazy feedback. While this is admitting, I will be right back. So once that other person is in the breakout session, you will then see them. So that's my bunny. And I'm going to mute them for a second, mute bunny. So there's a couple of key features that you'll want to run over at the very beginning of your breakout session. You're going to want to have everybody go over how to configure their audio settings. You'll want to do this every breakout session because if anyone's updated Zoom or pressed any funny buttons, there could just be some funny audio issues. So the quickest way to do this is to tell everybody to go into the bottom left of their screen by the mute button, click on the arrow, that will bring up a box. The bottom of the box will say audio settings, click on that. That will bring up a new window under microphone. Tell them to unclick the automatically adjust microphone volume button and then drag this up around 80 to 90%. Bottom right, you're going to see the advanced button, click on that. And then under the show in meeting option to enable original sound from microphone, make sure that is clicked. Then there's suppress persistent background noise, disable that. Suppress intermittent background noise, disable that. For this button here, if somebody is extremely loud, it can be helpful to leave this automatically adjust microphone volume clicked. However, most people are not extremely loud. When you're in the session, what you'll do is then when it's somebody's time to work, you will unmute them. And then they will be good to go. Now, when it says unmute, they're going to get a prompt on the other side of their computer that they're going to have to accept that. You're just going to have to let people know. And then it should toggle back and forth. Once the meeting is done, one other thing is you're going to want to make sure that it is recording. So I will have it preset so that the videos will be recording automatically, and you'll see that there will be a little red dot. So I'm going to click record. And we're going to record all of them on the cloud, because if you record it on the computer, then you're going to have to send it to me to upload, where if it's on the cloud, I can just log into the Zoom accounts that we set up and get all the videos at the end of each day. So right now, I've clicked record. You can see that it's showing recording here. Under participants, it's showing that it's recording there as well. In the event that you have somebody who's very unruly or somebody who shouldn't be on the chat, if you go over to the right and you click more, you can click this button here where you either put somebody in the waiting room or you can remove them from the meeting altogether. So that's a way that you can manage people. Um, I seriously doubt that will be a problem with the breakout sessions. But if it does become a problem, that's how you do it. Another important security feature is I would down here under share screen, because you will be the host of each of your meetings, you're going to want to adjust this setting here with this little arrow and go under advanced sharing options. And you're going to want to make sure only the host can share the screen. That way, if anything, if any, because there's something called Zoom hacking where people go into Zoom and they try to hack into events and then they share inappropriate materials on the screen. If somebody does that, it can be pretty traumatic for the people who are watching. So we want to manage that. So if only the host can share the screen, that's good. If you want to have more than one host, I can side click on this person here and then I can click make host, right? And then that person is now the host. So now Bunny is the host. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. And all the best, and let me know if you have any questions about the technical side of things.